New York City, baby. Listen up and listen good. The tickets for the third show at the Gramercy Theater are going fast. There are a couple of tickets left. Do yourself a favor and grab them before they're gone.
Yeah, time is running out, gang. Very limited tickets left to the show on February 3rd, Friday night. Get them while supplies last. We'll see you there. We're going to blow the roof off the place.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? It's a little show we sit there with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're going to be classy or if they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement. She's upstairs, just got a fresh bag.
Okay.
She'll be out for a couple hours.
Great.
Put the do not disturb sign on her bedroom door. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me, unamused this week. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman. He's my best pal in the whole wide world, and I love him. Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Foley. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube, and as you know, those numbers are.
True to roof.
And then obviously the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyougarbage. Check it out, gang.
Woo!
Big party over there.
Love that money. And how about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the magic man, makes us all look good, works the ones and twos, crosses the T's and dots the I's. Give it up for T-Bone McScruffins. It's Toby McMullen, everybody. Come on.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
What's up, T-Bone?
Dude, this is sick. We got a legend in the mix.
I know, this was a very
Literally,
cool
man.
one. Very cool.
Pants are busting. Gang, the long hair is not lying. We could not be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. He is a legendary stand-up comedian, actor, writer, director, and producer. You might have seen him in, but not limited to. Here we go. Sit tight, because the list is long and distinguished. We got the Ben Stiller Show. We got the Cable Guy, Waiting for Guffman, the Drew Carey Show, Men in Black 1 and 2, no big deal, Tenacious D, News Radio, Small Soldiers, Strangers with Candy, Ghost World, Dr. Dolittle 2, Pootie Tang, Scary Movie 2. We got King of the Hill. We got Just Shoot Me. We got Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Oh, my God. We got School for Scoundrels. We have Family Guy. We have I'm Not There.
That's enough.
Alvin and the Chipmunks franchise. No, it's not, baby. We're going all the way. We're still in the 90s, I think. Jesus Christ. We got Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3. We got Tim and Eric. We have Megamind, Modern Family, Rick and Morty, Obvious Child, Community, Marin, Kimmy Schmidt, Archer, Big Mouth, Station 11, Corden, Kimmel, WTF with Mark Maron. We got Conan, Fallon, Bill Maher, Tough Crowd, Letterman. He's seen it all and done it all, but here's the turkey right here. Creator, star, The Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd Margaret. Creator, star, animated series on Comedy Central Freak Show. We got Mr. Show with Bob and David, of course. 84 episodes of Arrested Development. He has multiple stand-up specials and album, including 2022 special, I'm From the Future, and he has a brand new spring tour starting this spring. Gang, give it up for the one, the only, Mr. David Cross.
Now,
come on.
okay.
Come on.
No Amelia Earhart story. I was reporter number 3. Reporter number 3!
There was a criminal intent in there, too.
yes, there was.
I didn't
was
want
my
Dick
favorite.
Wolf suing me. Buddy, thank you so much for coming
is
and
great,
sitting
man.
down with
Well,
us.
thanks for
We appreciate it.
reminding me of all the work I've
Yeah,
done.
you've been killing it. Jesus.
I got to check my residual.
Yeah, you got to check the mailbox, man. That thing might be full.
Stop by the SAG office on my way.
yeah.
Buddy, what is the backstory of David Cross? Give us the full scoop.
Where are you from?
Well, I mean, it started in a petri dish, and an
taking it way back.
You know, we're still waiting to see if it was a success
What
or
the
not.
hypothesis was, yeah.
No, I was born in Atlanta a long time ago, and then moved around a whole bunch, almost yearly, even sometimes less than a year, always in a new place, until I was 9, and then moved back to Georgia, and then was there until I was 19, moved to Boston for 9 years, then moved to LA for 9 years, and then moved to New York, and
Been here since.
Been
Here we are.
since.
Wow.
What did your mom and dad do that you moved around so much?
Well, my mom was a homemaker, and my dad just got fired a lot. Constantly getting fired.
It wasn't promotion. Yeah.
No, he was one of those. He was one of those like kind of pathological liar, exaggerator guys who was very much, the you can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah, that's my favorite kind of guy. Actually,
and it's like, well, you can't come back here to quit. We fired you.
You're already like
5 days ago. What do you, So yeah, he was just a whole string of crazy jobs.
Really?
And then he left us. And then he left us shortly after we moved to Georgia.
That's when you got back where you were until you were 19.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And did your mom start working after that?
Yeah, I mean, she had she was a school teacher when they met.
Okay.
And he's from England, but then he joined the Army, and I don't know why they were in Ann Arbor together for some reason. She was teaching. I know she was teaching. And I don't know what he was, You wouldn't be on leave and go to Ann Arbor, right? Without it, but
Hit the sunny beaches of Ann Arbor.
Really
folks.
tear it up in Michigan.
And
R&R.
And then she had no real skills outside of teaching, and we were in kind of rural suburban Georgia, and zero money, like in debt, heavily in debt, and it took her a while to get credit. I think the way it went was she got a gasoline card, like a Shell gasoline card, and then was able to pay that off, and then got a Sears card, I want to say, and then paid that off. So it was a long, well over a year of just trying to get credit.
Starting with a gas card.
Yeah, I think that was it. That's all. We had really little, no money. And then she got a job. What was her first job was, which actually I'll tell you. All right. So her first job was at a tiny little place. They were like trailers. There were 3 trailers in this like industrial park. Like little like mobile home type trailers that sold copier supplies like toner and ink and like cold calling, that kind of thing. And their motto was the inspiration for a Mr. Show, kind of an iconic Mr. Show thing. Because Bob used to love listening to my stories. Like he couldn't. They were crazy. That's where Ronnie Dobbs came from, and that's where. So Pit Pat's Take It From Me, I Love You. They're on the. I can't remember the name of the company. And when I say company, it was like 6 women.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
What year are we talking about? Is this
maybe 75? I would have been like 11 when he took off.
because that's old school 70s printers?
Yeah.
Where'd they store the ink?
Yeah. Well, they were all like the cartridges.
Yeah, they were huge.
Huge. Yeah, exactly. And then. So their logo was we love you or something. It was and it was like so, and it was like balloons and a little like Cupid that said we love you or something. That was
strange.
So weird for
a printing company.
It's not even a printing company. They're just
printing
selling
supply
toner
company.
and ink and whatever. And it's like, well, how is this going to work? Nobody gives a shit. Yeah. And then, so I that was one of the stories I told Bob, because he would pepper me with questions, and then that became Pit Pat's Global Chem's thing was Take It From Me, I love you.
Yeah, that's funny, man. What did you guys live in when you got settled there?
Was it apartment?
Apartment, a house?
No, never a house. We were in a series of apartment complexes, and like you see all over America, they were these. Just shitty, put together quickly, cheap materials, but they all had grandiose names for things that weren't
the
anywhere
estates
remotely,
at Oak, right,
like,
or whatever. Yeah,
Hit us with one
Grand
of them.
Creek or Sandalwood and
Sandalwood Manor.
and it was all just like garbage.
It's on the turnpike.
And then Noble Creek was another one we lived
That's a good
there
one.
probably wasn't a body of water in sight.
no nobility. There's no nobility to be found. And yeah, we were just in a bunch of apartment.
And how many brothers and sisters? How many of there were you?
2 younger sisters.
Okay.
We don't know. we don't know the gender of the one that was aborted, but my sister and I used to say, we used to call our fourth child that we never had, because we had no money, and then my mom went and got an abortion.
This is when she was still with your father.
Yeah.
Okay.
She fucked around.
Okay.
Oh my God, town whore. Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
I don't know.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Because I was going to say, I'm putting 2 and 2 together with
Not
the
at
printer
all.
thing.
Not
I
at
think that
all.
was a sex line. I don't know what's going on with the Cupid.
So yeah, 2 sisters, 2
Okay.
younger sisters.
And did she ever remarry, or was there a
No,
stepfather
she-
involved or anything? No.
No, she barely. She's very antisocial, like social in a small
Sure.
way, but very like I think went on literally 2 dates. I want to say where we were encouraging her.
Yeah, like, get out
just
there.
Get she had one friend in the apartment complex, and they were. It was the kind of thing. Even even young, I felt a sense of like they were being charitable to my mom in a sense.
Gotcha.
Like socially? Like,
Yeah,
take care
I mean,
of her,
I think
hang out
they
with her type
truly
thing?
did like her, but I mean, that was it. It was just, and they were younger, you know, and I just felt, and it may not even be true, but I just had this sense of like, oh, they're being
Nice to
Nice.
her. 'cause
unduly
she
nice
needs-
to
Well,
my
maybe
mom,
after the
you know?
divorce and all that kind of stuff, they wanted to be cool to her. I get that.
Yeah, they were, it just, and it could be off, and it was just a feeling I had when I was, 12, 13, 14 years
Sure.
old,
And did you start working early too?
Yeah, I had I worked
Probably
at
young.
In the kitchen of Provino's Italian restaurant in Roswell, off of whatever that road was, the only road there, and I worked there from when I was like 14 and 15, totally illegally.
Sure,
you know,
washing
Sure.
dishes or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yep, washing the dishes. Me and 2 friends.
How was the food?
It was good.
Georgia
I mean,
Italian restaurant?
It was, and we'll get this: the guy who ran it was Austrian. His name was Mr. Gerlitz.
Yeah.
And
They're known for their Italian cuisine.
and also like Roswell in the 70s was nothing. There was nothing there. There was nothing. So, but it was. I mean, I liked it, and we all stole food. Just stole everything. I stole a 5-gallon can of clams once, which I had to do in
Canned clams, huh? Woo!
but I had
Talk
to
about
do it
fresh.
in like stages. So they were behind.
What, like Shawshank with the rocks?
He's got shells falling out of his ankles.
but
Soggy
behind
pockets?
the restaurant, they had started like breaking ground in this construction thing to put up like a some small office building or something, and so I was able to get the clams from the storage place and then move them over to another place and then keep them covered and then move them to a place kind of by the door.
Sure.
And then wait, and I had an idea of like when the smoke breaks were happening, when this was happening, and then I finally got it out the door without making too much noise and turned it on its side and rolled it all
Smart.
the way to where the construction thing was. And then when my mom came to pick me up,
She was in on it?
well,
She was fine
She
with it?
became an accomplice. Yeah,
Ma, I hope you got a lot of linguine at the
you're
house.
not gonna rat me out because you're going with me.
Yeah, you got clam juice on your hands too, Toots.
Yeah,
Now go get some toner at
And
the
what,
office.
you bring it back to the house and crack the can open and eat it?
yeah. We had spaghetti and clams
Probably for a couple
for
of
6
weeks.
years.
for months. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of your local pizza place, or did they do pizza at the Italian joint?
No, there was a not in the first 2 apartment complexes. They were real. Again, it was really rural. But the last one, which was again Noble Creek, if you went down to the main road, there was like a longer strip mall, like a
Gotcha.
So there'd be.
Shopping
I
center
remember there
type
was like
thing.
a steak and ale.
Ooh.
If you remember that, and then there was like a little shopping strip, and there was a pizza place called Gino's. And,
Sounds good.
Respectable.
Gino's is all right.
And I'm fuzzy on this because I would have been about 13, but or maybe it was like, no, by the time I got there, I was probably 15, and I went on a air quote date unair quote.
Nice.
And didn't have enough money. And I remember the pizza was black olives. I remember there were black olives on the pizza, and I literally washed dishes.
To get out of it?
For real. Yeah.
How short were you? Was it like...
Yeah, how long do you have to wash dishes for a slice?
This is back then. I mean, it wasn't much money at all.
Could
have been much.
Could have told her you were part owner. I had to run in the kitchen real quick. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Remember any of the details, except for whatever reason. I remember black olive pizza. Maybe that was it. Maybe because I got extra toppings.
That was it. Had to be a big
now that
shot,
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Had to show off.
Are you folks in need of any clams by any chance? Do a little trade. Sports situation in high school? You play any sports?
No. I was I wouldn't say I played any sports, but I certainly was the plaything of a lot of the athletes there.
Gotcha.
Okay, put me in trash cans and whatnot.
Gotcha.
But no, I was pretty active with swimming from when I was like 5 years old. Yeah, and I was really good. The team I was on was a highly ranked team in the state in Roswell, and I went to invitationals, junior AAU, and stuff like that, and did well. I had lots of medals and ribbons and things like that. And then that stopped when I was 14, I want to say, and then I went to a summer, instead of swimming, I went and did, and I remember very well having a very grown-up kind of realization that, because there was this guy that I would always race against, super nice guy in North Carolina. They were like the Dynamos, I think they were called, and they were one of the top ranked in the Southeast swim teams. And this kid, and we got along really well, and I would see him, 2-3 times a year. Always beat me. I never, ever, ever beat him. And I was good, but he was better. And I remember having this, I just understood that I'm never going to be a great swimmer. I'll be a good swimmer, but I just don't have that thing in me, and I just didn't care as much. I wasn't as driven, and as other people I saw who did it, and I loved it. I loved, swimming competitively. I didn't like the practices, which were really, really grueling and hard, but I loved it.
Gotcha.
And I just knew, and I just sort of drifted away from that. And then I did this summer, for the first time I did this like theater camp type thing where there was like acting, exercise. I knew I wanted to do something like stand up or
performative,
or films or whatever. And then we ended up doing, what was it? Some musical.
Music Man, South Pacific.
No, it was like a little more, maybe it was West Side Story. And no, that was when I was in, anyway, I whatever I did, I ended up going to that school. It was a magnet school of the arts, and I would say kind of saved my life.
Gotcha.
And not in a figurative way, in a literal way. I think I don't know what would have happened if I was still just going to that same high school in Roswell. And so we moved closer into the city, and then my sister started going there, and it was completely different. It was diverse, and it was way more urban, and you didn't have PE or anything like that. You had, there was like whatever, you had theater, musical theater, or dance or whatever. It was all part of the same thing, and totally turned me. I met really cool
blossomed
people,
a bit,
and then was happier. Because I wouldn't say I was. I mean, I hesitate to. I don't want to sound over dramatic, but I thought about suicide a lot. Not in a real way, like I'm planning it, but I just, and I think if I probably would have just run away and moved to New York, which was something in my head, know, and just dropped out of high school, I think. But that really just put me in
gave you a purpose. It gave you direction.
Down a
it
different
gave you
path,
excitement, of course.
It was like comedy now was like a whole part of it, and it was a big.
That's great.
Man, look at that. What a fucking story. That's
like
a
out of a
fucking
movie.
journey.
I know.
No.
It's not. That's kind of a boring movie unless you
What are you talking
spice
about?
it up.
Not if you're the lead. What are you
wait,
talking
no,
about?
the clam scene. The clam scene would be amazing.
That's our second act turn, buddy.
Yeah, come on. I got it all figured out.
I got the
We're
soundtrack picked out.
talking to Netflix.
Kip, how about that Liquid IV, baby?
I feel like a doctor when I'm taking Liquid IV.
Ooh, let me tell you something about this Liquid IV, gang. Do yourself a favor. It hits those electrolytes where you need them.
Uh-huh.
Used it this morning.
Why? Because we got all banged up last
Got all
night.
banged up. Had one of those in the morning. Then filled it up to go to the gym. Powered through the workout with the trainer. Good stuff. Love that Liquid IV.
Yeah, they were nice enough. They sent about 7,000 packets of that stuff. I got it coming out the ears. I put it in my cereal. I put it on a steak. I do everything with it.
It's all right.
Fantastic. It's free from gluten, dairy, and soy. Liquid IV contains 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drink.
There you go.
Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com. Use the code garbage at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code garbage at liquidiv.com. I want to say it one more gosh darn time. Take a pen, take a pad, put it in your notes app, text a friend, yell at somebody.
Do it.
It is promo code garbage at liquidiv.com. Do it.
Manscaped.
Manscaped.
Let's go. Taking it up a notch.
Uh-huh.
You don't use the ball trimmer for your beard,
Which I did today.
but now you don't have to.
I know.
They got the beard hedger.
Uh-huh.
20 different lengths. Talk about getting cleaned up
Give-
for the weekend.
Give yourself a nice fade, Daddy-o.
Let's go.
That's fantastic.
yeah.
Gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, like the big man said. You can go from Mr. Clean to Grizzly Adams, everywhere in between. They got you covered because Manscaped takes care of your balls and now your beard.
Yeah.
And since Manscaped
I'm going to
wants
fade up the nuts a little bit.
give them the high and tights. And since Manscaped wants you to have all the tools for the job, they're throwing in a beard brush, comb, and scissors to make you look like $1 million.
There you go.
I would say you look like $1 billion, but that's just me.
Of course.
Right now, you can get 20% off and free shipping with code garbage at manscaped.com. That is 20% off, which ain't nothing to shake a stick at. Plus free shipping. Hachi Machi with code garbage at manscaped.com. Manscaped Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths. Now back to the show.
All right.
Any pets growing up? What was the
Yeah.
pet situation?
When I was, I think about, when I was born, our family dog was about 4.5 months old, named Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. It was a brown, large, one of those large French poodles, and then he ended up having, it was this. This is for the movie. This is for the story.
All right.
So we were in Syracuse, New York, and I'm probably, I guess it would have been 9 or just about to turn 9. It was winter. I was born in April, but it was, winter in Syracuse
Were you up there for
goes up
vacation?
until-
Yeah.
No, we were living there.
Oh, you were
That
living
was just
in
one of
Syracuse.
the one of the
one of the
places we
spots you
ended up.
ended up with Syracuse.
Yeah. And so it's 4th grade, whatever age that is. I guess 9.
9, 10, yeah.
No, I was 9 when I moved back to Georgia, so it would have been, I guess. Anyway, and it was a particularly brutal, cold, snowy night, and I had. You remember in the back of comic books? I don't know how old y'all are, but there were
22.
things like. Oh, then you won't.
The things you could buy.
You would sell them and then get prizes or things. So I wanted a watch. I think that was it. It was one of those LED, red. You press it in the red digital display.
Yeah.
And I wanted this watch, and so it was greeting cards. So I was you get a big box of greeting cards, and to go sell them. And I'm going door to door, and it's
snow's
Snow's coming down.
Snow's coming down. And it's just really hard, and it's all I had. All I could do really, and I remember selling a couple. Again, people just taking pity on a neighborhood kid.
I'm seeing this in black and white, widescreen.
Yeah, IMAX, and
I was thinking 3D, but
Just the lower half is 3D.
Now we're
The
talking.
top half is black and white. You both get to share your vision
We'll
in this.
compromise. Meet in the
Co-directed
middle.
by.
And anyway, it was just brutal and, so cold when you come and you can't unzip your zipper. You have no motor control of your... Anyway, came in. I didn't really have a very successful night. And even people just some people being kind of rude.
Was the dog with you on making these rounds?
No.
All right.
I came back to find out that my dog had died.
Jesus.
And then everyone's the first thing. Sorry, this is even better. So, my sister wasn't in. No, get this right. Somebody wasn't in the room, and I guess my dad wasn't there, and my mom had said we lost a member of the family tonight. And
Oh my God!
and so I'm like, what? Oh my God! Then and then to make it worse, it turns out it wasn't my dad. It was actually my dog that I had growing up, and then my little sister, and I start crying, and my other sister Wendy's crying. And then and my little sister goes, "Can we get a cat now?"
Finally, yeah,
And then-
cleared out some space.
And then shortly after that, we moved down to Georgia.
Down to Georgia.
Yeah.
Did you get a new dog from there?
No more family pets.
That was it.
I had one here. Relatively recently, I had a put down, euthanized.
Sorry to hear.
It got me like a good 9-minute bit in the last special.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
Everybody
If you
needs a
go to-
closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you go to officialdavidcross.com, get I'm from the future, you'll hear all about
There you
my
go.
dog and what happened
Mhm.
and what that was like.
Huh. Okay.
Ever arrested when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, no.
No?
No.
As an adult?
I spent the night in lockup in L.A.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was drinking
that?
or
I had been drinking, but I wasn't like.
I had a couple cocktails. Yeah.
knocked over a bank, but you know.
It's
Wasn't the clams again, was it?
it was still the clams. They finally
They
found
tracked
me.
you
They
down.
tracked me down.
Yeah, you're the punk we're looking for.
And luckily, I still had some left. It was a 5-gallon.
it was a lot of claims.
And it would always, whenever I moved, I would bring those clams with me.
Oh, man. That's good stuff.
Okay.
Let's see here. Where'd it go?
Do you know how to tie a tie?
Yes and no. I could do it.
He never gives you a straight answer. This one. He's
Well,
all
I'm being
over the
honest.
place.
I'm being honest. I'm not being. I'm a complex individual.
I can tell.
I can do this guy. The whatever that one's called, the standard one.
The Windsor.
The Windsor, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Down. But whenever I do it, like on set, somebody will. I would say 95% of the time come undo it and tie it properly.
Do it right. Yeah.
Cool.
And so yes and no.
Okay.
So going from that background, which wasn't easy, that was tough growing up like that. When you started making a little cash, was there a silly purchase? How are you with money? Were you reckless?
I'm very, very good with money.
Okay.
But there were plenty of silly purchases. Nothing.
What was like the first big check?
What was for Ben Stiller, and I got. I want to say. Whatever the scale was, but I want to say. $2,750.
That was the
something
first
like that.
big thing. Was the Ben
Yeah.
Stiller show?
Yes, that was.
That's fucking wild.
And that was what, early 90s? What year was that? Early 90s, right?
93.
Yeah.
So you're out in L.A. You're doing your thing. You land that show.
And I had never had, and this is absolutely true, and I'm including everything, bar mitzvah money, anything. I never had more than a couple $100 ever.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then
Up to this point.
I was living with 4 other housemates in Somerville in Massachusetts. And I just remember being like, I'm sick of being cold and hungry.
Sure.
And because I actually, this is so stupid and embarrassing, really embarrassing, but I really debated whether to take this job because I had this stupid inflated sense of like, stand up is pure
Art
and I'm
and
pure
everything.
and
Yeah,
art
yeah.
And it was ridiculous. And
You mean to take a job on the Ben Stiller show?
Say what?
To take the job on the Ben Stiller show?
Dude, to move to Hollywood, and it was so annoying. And
he was a purist.
I mean, all I was missing was like a beret and a clove cigarette. It was so
baguette.
I would
you would
have
have hated
Greyhound.
that guy. And,
Jeez.
And then I did it, and of course it was the best decision I ever made. And but yeah, so I started getting these checks, and then I was staying and I was crashing at a friend's, and all the sudden, my bank account that I could see went from, $2,700 to $5,400, and then a week later,
there we go.
And it's just, and I've got 5 digits now, and it's crazy, and I can't. And I'm not looking at the prices on the menu.
Yeah, you're
and I'm
just
just going
that.
Yeah, and now a lot of
we're experieing that now at 40.
Right, like literally right now.
It's great.
It's awesome.
First dumb thing I did was I got my mom this fancy glass vase, a sculpture thing, and sent it to her.
It's pretty classy.
Yeah.
She didn't care less, but
sure,
she was very nice. It was like it was one of those the thought is more, but she didn't care for it.
Did you see it? I'm really going to wow her with this and give her this nice.
And where was she living at the time? Was she back in Georgia?
She's in Georgia. Yeah,
she was in like an apartment complex.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it was a nice gesture, but it was the first expensive thing.
We took $500. What was it?
Oh no, it was like probably $275, $300, something like that.
So no jet skis or anything like that.
No, I'm not
boat?
that kind of guy.
No.
I don't. The thing that I'm really frivolous with, and I justify it by saying it's an investment, but the money I put into it does not even come close to the value. But is baseball cards.
Okay.
So
all right.
I've been
That's good,
collecting baseball cards for a while, and I do have some, valuable cards. But all in all, when you take the decades I've been doing it, I put way, way, way more money in than I've got.
Did you do that as a kid as well? Was that something you did as a kid?
Initially, yeah. And then I stopped for a long time, and this is gonna mean nothing except to a handful of people. But in '89, Donruss. It was the year before Upper Deck came out with a hologram.
Sure.
And Donruss had all these mistake cards. And me and some friends foolishly believed, we're going to be millionaires because the Smoltz card is, got Glavin on. And we thought, and we literally just any money I had, I would go buy these dumb cards. We'd all break our packs, and they're valueless.
Yeah. That's
that
all
got
right,
me
though.
started, and that got me interested. And when I was older, but I get baseball cards like a rich guy would. You know what I mean? Like
gotcha.
I get, spend a bunch of money on unopened boxes that I wait a few years and then open them to see if there's
what's
value.
in there. Yeah.
What's the most expensive single card you have?
I have a Sandy Koufax second year card. I have a not in good condition, but personally it's my favorite card is a Hank Aaron rookie card that wouldn't get much because it's really not in great condition, but I fucking love it, and it's
That's
up
awesome.
there. I love it. Just looking at it, it's great. And as far as crazy refractor green 1-of-1 autograph cards, I have a
Babe Ruth upside down or something like that.
Yeah, on a plane, on a biplane.
He's skateboarding.
You drop 10 G's on misprints.
I
like that though. That's all right.
That's at heart. That is a dirtbag mentality. I'm I'm going to buy up all these bad
very
ones
classy.
to hopefully get payoff in the long run.
Yeah.
That's the dirtbag mentality in you.
I have Babe Ruth eating a hot dog, getting sucked off by some Hollywood starlet in a bathtub that's worth nothing.
You believe that? It's a little dog-eared. What are you gonna do? That's good stuff.
Okay.
That's pretty classy.
Mm-hmm.
How many suits do you own? You gotta have a lot of suits, right? A lot of award shows, stuff like that.
I haven't. The last time I wore a suit, I believe, was my wedding, and that was something that was over 10 years ago, and I couldn't fit into it. I've got this guy going, this little fella. Hi, hello.
Hey, buddy.
And but I don't really own a suit that I have suit jackets, and
Okay.
I have like nice pants, but I don't own a suit. I guess is the
Tuxedo?
no.
No tuxes.
No.
Okay. All right.
Do you brush your teeth in the shower?
No. Why would I do that?
A lot of people do it.
Why?
Time. I don't know why.
Because
I
they're
know.
garbage.
What
That's
is that?
why.
Trash.
How much time does it take to brush your teeth by the sink?
What about peeing in the shower?
Oh, sure.
All right.
And the sink. I'll pee in the sink while I'm brushing my teeth. You want to talk about a time saver?
This guy's got a lot going on.
I brush my teeth when I take a shit in the shower.
In the shower.
Yeah.
While making
there we
scrambled
go.
eggs.
Fucking, what am I going to do with all that extra time?
Do you floss every day?
No, I should, though.
You don't floss every day. All right. Mouthwash guy?
You know what? I was because I have really, really, really bad teeth. I think it's just genetics. My dad, British lineage.
Yeah.
Right.
My dad had terrible teeth, and I got his shitty teeth. So I've had all this surgery, oral surgery, and dental, and implants, and things like that. And the guy's like, you need to use this, whatever it was, 10-in-1 stuff with the for
oral
receding,
care type thing.
yeah, oral care stuff. And then I read this thing just recently.
It's not good for you.
That it's, this dentist lady in Sweden is horrified at the stuff because and she broke it down. So the toothpaste you use has a lot of fluoride in it, which is the ingredient we need more than anything else. But the mouthwash has way less fluoride, so you're just getting rid of all the fluoride if you use
After you
mouthwash
brush your
afterwards. So
All right.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Not bad.
So thank you, Internet.
Yeah.
Saved my life once again.
Anybody in your family pronounce the days of the week?
Is this the show?
This
You
is
just-
This is the show, bro.
It's crazy. It's
You just-
so stupid.
So you just
Ask you wild questions that you
Yeah.
haven't thought about. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
how'd you sell this show?
We just do it. It's all self-produced.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It's all just us.
That's great.
You hear that, Hollywood? We don't
Yeah,
need you.
take that.
Unless you want to cut a check.
Ben Stiller, take your
How'd you sell
2,700
the
and
show?
cram it.
Like we're on the Paramount lot, and you're like, how the fuck did you guys get in here? Now, what kind of soap do you use?
Dove. I
You use
Dove.
Dove.
A Dove
Absolutely.
bar or the gel?
No gels. I hate gels.
Yeah, just the bar.
Just the bar.
I'm a Dove bar man myself.
Yeah, great.
Look at this.
And
Me
now, are
Mr.
you
Cross.
in a house or an apartment now?
I'm in a house.
You're in a
Yeah,
house.
Yeah.
Bathroom, glass shower,
Yes.
separate tub.
Yes.
Separate tub, yeah. That's all right for New York.
Where's a typical cross family vacation? Where would you guys go?
We have all my except for I've one sister in North Carolina, but everybody else is in Georgia. So we are back quite a bit there. But and then my sister and her wife have a boat. There's a big lake north of Atlanta, northeast, called Lake Lanier. So we'll get we'll rent a house. And
Okay.
then- and it'll be, my family and, my wife and daughter and then other friends and stuff. And we'll stay at the house for like 5-6 days. And the lake it's heavily Trump, but it's, the lake itself is just beautiful. And
Gotcha.
swimming is great. And it's great. It's nice. It's fun.
It's
And
awesome.
Any
so we do
Disney
that.
World?
No.
Nothing like that?
No.
Okay.
Southern man, how do you feel about the boiled peanut?
I fucking love boiled peanuts. Are you kidding? Who doesn't like boiled peanuts?
I love them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I
Fuck
didn't
those
tr-
people.
I didn't try them.
They're great.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Here, and I'll tell you what. If the best boiled peanuts I've ever had there's a great room in East Atlanta called the Earl, which stands for East Atlanta.
That's
We
where
were
we
just
had
fucking
them.
there,
We were-
and
Oh my
that's where
God.
I had them for the first time.
With Sean Patton.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're the
We're like
best
best
boiled
friends.
peanuts.
Really?
The Earl has the best boiled peanuts. And I asked him, I
right.
was just there. I
That's
did
a great
couple
room.
of shows.
That's
It's great.
That's an awesome room.
I've been doing stuff there since, early.
Yeah,
early
shout out to the
aughts,
Earl.
and,
Food there's top shelf.
oh, it's great.
Oh,
That's
I
great.
had a killer
that
burger.
whole little section of Atlanta, because I
It's
remember
really
when there
nice.
was nothing there. It was.
Oh yeah, it's like that strip now.
yeah, that strip is great, and there's a lot of good stuff there. But What was the name of? Here's another place you got to go to that doesn't open until like 10 o'clock. The Octopus. The Octopus.
Okay.
Highly recommended.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's like a place where a lot of the chefs go in Atlanta, and
Like
it's,
that. That's
like a house that they turned into a restaurant
cool.
lounge, and it's it doesn't open until 10 p.m. It's great. The Earl, best boiled peanuts.
Okay.
All right.
I love them.
You got a go-to karaoke song?
I do.
What is it?
So I have a couple, depending on what I'm trying to do.
Depending on the mood, yeah.
Exactly. Am I looking for a romance?
Sure.
So the one I do if people don't know I sing or I'm gonna like surprise people
Really don't know I see.
is To Sir With Love.
Okay.
Which has a high register.
Can you sing? Like
Yeah,
okay.
I can sing. I would surprise people with my sweet melodious tone. And
It's funny. You like that, don't you?
Yeah, you
Take
like
'em off
pulling
guard a
that
little
car.
bit.
You got a joker up.
Oh
the
yeah,
sleeve.
so that I've had going on for a long time. So,
That's
but
all right.
then if I'm just trying to piss people off, and I've got a quick little anecdote about this. I will do "Eat It" by Weird Al.
Okay.
And then one
I've never
time,
heard a Weird Al song done at karaoke.
Yeah.
Just do the original. That's crazy.
no, and I'll tell you why.
Man, yeah, of course.
I'll tell you why. Because it will fucking piss people off.
Because they don't know the words.
No, because they don't. They think it's "Beat
Beat it, and then it's
because
not.
it starts the same way. And I was in
guy's
West
doing life
Virginia.
bits.
We were on the roads. It's going way back. It was like early tour. Like I think it was the Bigger and Blacker tour. I think we were in West Virginia, and I can't remember. It was like teeny redneck little town. In fact, I used to have a picture of the thing like engraved in a plaque, not handwritten, but like everyone must wear shoes and shirts in the lobby. Like they had enough problems with these.
They had to etch it in
trash
stone.
rednecks coming in, and they had engraved, like a plaque or whatever. You must wear shirts and
Yeah. Don't make me tell you again.
So there was one of the very few places to do anything. There was this karaoke night at this bar, and I went up and I put my name in and everything. And it's all locals and stuff. And I went to do "Eat It," and it starts, dong, and all
People start getting hype when that starts dropping.
start getting
Yeah.
excited,
Dancing.
and these women get up, yay, we, and then and the
come out in a
fucking
fat
dance
suit.
floor is filling up, and then I start singing, and it was like that kind of slow, and then quickly but slowly, like wait
The
a
realization, yeah.
minute, what is he talking about? Custards and pot? What is this?
Making
So
a
it's
mockery
it's
of Michael
fun,
Jackson.
exactly.
This is ridiculous.
And they wouldn't, but they were so self-conscious they wouldn't allow themselves to dance to
Sure.
Eat It.
Even though it's the same
They
song
were
and
like
same rhythm. yeah.
Exactly. They were embarrassed. Like, I'm not going to dance to.
Bunch of fat chicks start hitting the floor,
No.
turning it up.
I did the same thing when I was 11 at a karaoke place in North Carolina. Weird Al song. I got off, and one of the waitresses was like, "Did you write those lyrics yourself?"
Very
Freestyle.
funny.
all that.
They sign you to a record deal.
Well, that doesn't speak good of Weird Al though. That they thought an 11-year-old wrote a lyric.
That is true.
Did an 11-year-old write that? Here's a true thing. Do you know that Weird Al is truly one of the nicest guys in
I
Hollywood?
could imagine. He
Could
seems
imagine.
like
Sweetest,
the sweetest
nicest
guy. Ever,
Yeah,
Big
absolutely.
fan of the Weird Al.
Yeah,
Of course.
super nice guy.
Not a lot of tough guys playing the accordion.
Yeah. I didn't beg him for a real asshole. This guy's a real tight ass.
How do you feel about the rotisserie chicken?
I mean, I like it. I'm ambivalent, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, how do you guys feel?
Love him.
Love them. Big fans.
Yeah.
It's trashy, but
$9
we're big
bucks
fans.
and a whole
opposed to as opposed to what? Just other types of chicken, or just?
No, I guess it's...
The rotisserie chicken would be the trashiest of all the chickens.
Oh, I disagree.
Really?
I mean, on my block, it's the
the fried chicken.
the shitty fried chicken that
Yeah.
people just throw on the street.
Throw on the
That's
streets.
pretty good, though. Yeah, I guess it comes off... It seems classier than it is, I think, At the end of the day, it's a $6 full
Yeah, but
chicken.
it's still well, you can have cheap things that are classy and
Sure.
But I would say the rotisserie chicken is light years classier than fried chicken.
Okay.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Okay, look at this.
Score one for me.
Yeah, all right. Huh?
Where
He's
are you
on the board.
Where are you shopping now? This is where I come from. You a Whole Foods guy?
No.
Where are you shopping over there?
Key Foods.
You go to Key Foods?
Down the street from me, yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Key Foods with Rotisserie chicken.
Guys are hilarious. What did you think?
I like it. I love it. I love how he asked us who we sold this show to. YouTube, baby. Have you ever gone ghost hunting?
No, what is that?
Like ghost hunting?
Looking for ghosts?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Anybody in the family ever claimed to have seen a UFO?
No.
No UFOs.
Nope.
Can you do the electric slide? No, you can't do that?
I mean, I believe that I'm capable of doing it, but I...
Prove it.
How about the Macarena?
Again, I don't have very good rhythm. I will say that. I'm not a good dancer.
Okay.
But if I studied for a couple months at the Sorbonne, I could probably learn the Macarena.
I think they teach it there, too.
Sure. If we went over your house right now, what kind of water could you offer us? Bottled water, out of a Brita, out of the tap? What do you got?
Both tap and filter. But no, I don't use Brita. I use 01.
Okay. That's pretty classy.
Yeah.
Fridge open this way? Double door?
Yes, it does.
What's the brand? Sub Z? What are we rocking?
You doing stainless steel?
It is stainless steel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How about the range? Is it Viking?
The range is Wolf.
Wolf is
I know
very
that.
nice. Someone else
Wait,
had a Wolf.
that's Italian, right? I know it's Italian.
I think so.
Yeah, it's Wolf. Then I'm
Yeah.
almost positive. I mean, I said it quickly.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I ended
yeah.
up
When you
saying
guys bought the place, did you redo it? You got it out and redo it on the inside?
we did 2/3 of it, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay.
It was some of it is we didn't do anything to, but a lot of it, the kitchen was on the second floor, so we brought that down.
Okay.
That's now our master bedroom, and then we did various things, and but some of it was we left it
You
because
kept
it's
it.
beautiful. I mean,
Sure.
it's 18
Brownstone, I imagine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 1800s, late
Nice.
1800s, and
Shoes off in the house?
Yes, please.
Really?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Your
please.
guest as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I wear shoes. It's just my guess.
Sure. All right,
This is my
lose 'em.
house, motherfucker.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Do a little power trip on him. I like it. Will you eat a hard-boiled egg in public?
I don't particularly care for. No, I probably wouldn't. Not because it's people. I'd be ashamed or anything, but I just don't care for.
Don't favor
hard-boiled
them.
eggs.
Okay.
Anyone in your family own a PT Cruiser?
What a specific question. No.
Okay. What were the cars like growing up? What were the family cars?
Oh, they were wonderful. They'd have 4 wheels and they'd go round and round. You would. There was an internal combustion engine. Look it up, I swear to God. We had a. I don't remember prior to we eventually got a Dodge Dart.
Okay.
Not bad.
With nothing on it, and we had that for a while. I think we just and then I don't know. We must have had something after that because that was like real 70s AM radio with buttons.
Yeah.
What are you
of
whipping
course.
around in now?
I have a 2012 Toyota Highlander.
Really? That's
Okay.
what you're floating around in. All right. I like this.
You do on the street parking, or you got a parking spot?
No, we got a
Driveway?
park. Yeah. No, we don't have a driveway.
Oh,
no,
okay.
God, no.
Okay.
that would be. I mean,
Yeah, you'd be
You park in a
we're not
garage.
in like Dipness Park or anything like
Okay.
that. No.
Okay.
Yeah, in a garage. Yeah.
Park in the garage. All right, that's pretty good.
You take your shoes off on a plane?
I would. Yeah, I have for sure. And if I wouldn't if I thought they were going to smell bad or anything. I
Sure.
would definitely not do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will, quietly and to myself, like,
Sure.
kick the shoes off.
You don't make a scene of it. You
No,
do it,
not at all.
Subtle. I like
Yeah.
it. Classy gentleman. Do you travel first class?
Flying up front?
If somebody
If you're flying out for work.
If somebody's paying for it, yeah, I do. But I will do what I will pay for is the Comfort Plus
Yes.
or the extra legroom. I definitely do that.
You're a Delta man, I presume, by the Comfort
Comfort Plus.
Yeah, well, we go Atlanta a lot, and so I'm on
Delta, yeah.
Delta quite a bit. And have you been to the new LaGuardia?
Yes.
Holy, it's awesome!
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
It's
way
so-
different than it used to be.
It's so great.
Are you a lounge man? You do the lounges?
No, but I would. I'll tell you where I do the lounge. I'll tell you exactly where I will pay for it. Probably the only time I've done it, but I've done it several times, is the Virgin Atlantic Lounge in London. In Heathrow.
Probably. That's like the hub. That's probably
insane.
it, right?
It's
Wow.
it's beyond. Like, it's
Really?
crazy. And my wife and I, I spent a lot of time in London years, really, and did a lot of flying back and forth. And, that's a big flight.
It's a hump, yeah.
And we would go to the airport early, specifically knowing that we were going to go to lunch. And
I respect that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, but they're really not worth it,
It depends. Well, do you get it through? Do you have a rewards member with Delta? Do you have a frequent flyer number?
Yeah, but I've never used it for the lounge.
Okay.
Wait a minute, that can't be true.
Or if you have an American Express, they get it a lot too.
Yes, I just switched over actually, not too long ago. But there's I know I've been in the American when I know that a flight's delayed, and then I add up. I'm not. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm not. I will add up how much will the wine or beer cost me at the bar versus getting the lounge thing. And I've done that at least 5 times where I've gone like, well, no.
That's next level dirtbag.
I mean,
if you're doing beer math at the airport.
But if you get like a 2-hour delay,
Sure.
then fuck it. I'm going to the lounge and I'll just drink.
Yeah, that's going to be $50 in beer. Or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's tight with the cash. I respect it a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your drink?
Yeah, what's your drink of choice?
It totally depends, and it also depends on what time I'm flying and all that. But it will either be like an IPA or a Cabernet. So if I'm going wine, it's Cabernet.
Classy.
And if it's beer, it's like an IPA.
If you had a nice dinner, what's your cocktail of choice?
I don't drink cocktails.
No cocktails.
I
You do wine
don't.
at dinner.
Not because I just don't like them that
don't
much.
prefer them.
And I will have wine or beer, depending on what it is, or sake. And then I'll drink tequila, and I'll drink it, straight. So
Really?
yeah, if I'm like kind of going.
When it comes to the booze, he's pretty refined.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
All right.
All right.
But tequila, I would fall into the cocktail category. He made it seem like he only has beer and wine. You skip over the mixer and go straight to the source.
I do. I just don't like my sister's way. She's a big food. She's an amazing chef and everything, but and she's like the mayor of Atlanta. Everybody knows her, and we'll go to these restaurants and places, and she's a big cocktail person, and she's always insisting like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. Take a sip." And I'll be, yeah, that's all right. But it just it's like
the
a
Palomas
dessert
and the Gronies,
thing.
all that kind of stuff.
I'd rather just have my beer and then later have tequila.
Are you a share the apps kind of guy, or are you an individual?
Oh, sure.
Share everything?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
That's kind of a dick move.
Sure.
Like,
Some people are specific about it.
That's shitty.
I can't get a read. He's back and forth, I feel, a lot. Have you ever had poison ivy as an adult?
No. I mean, as a teenager.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have baking soda in the fridge at the house?
I should. I have before. I don't know, but probably should.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to it.
Who's doing the cooking over there? You.
My wife's a really good cook, but I make big, large batches of soups and stews.
Okay.
That's my thing. And so I will make, I'll triple a recipe for, whatever it is. In fact, we're finishing up the mushroom barley soup that's in the fridge.
It makes it sound like it's a restaurant. 86 to split pea.
And I'll freeze half of it, and then but there's kind of consistently something, and I'll experiment with different things, and but my wife's a good cook with like the saute pans and the roasting kind of stuff.
The Key Foods thing's really throwing me off. No Whole Foods, no Trader Joe's.
No. Oh yeah, I go to Trader Joe's, but I don't make a special trip. Like if I'm going to the grocery store
just to get staples, you're just gonna hit.
But I don't go. My dentist is by the Trader Joe's on Atlantic and in Cobble Hill and Borum Hill rather, and so I'll bring my backpack if I have to go to the dentist, and I'll go to Trader Joe's and get stuff there. They have, I love Trader Joe's, but I don't go. I need onions and a chicken and da-da-da. I'll get on my bike and go to Trader Joe's. I'll go down to
Key Foods.
Will you do that though? You'll take the bike down to the grocery store?
Not really. Like I used to.
He's a man of the people. I gotta say, he really
I used
is.
to.
You took the subway here too.
Yeah.
Man,
What?
I like it.
Guys, what? I don't know what class of person you're expecting.
Come in here and throw 20s at us. Call us dirtbags.
Yeah, that's my neighborhood. It's my. I'm by a food town and I'm by various places, but I'm also really I look at the UPI number always. I grew up poor.
What's a UPI
What's
number?
UPI
Unit
number?
price?
Unit price index. Yeah.
Really?
So you're looking. Yeah, like if you buy.
Sure, it tells you
anything-
price per unit.
Yeah, exactly. So you're looking. This. You think you're like, oh, this olive oil's $9 and this olive oil is $25, but really, when you look at the size, you're actually paying more for the.
Really?
Yeah, you just got to look at the two numbers on a thing.
Yeah.
So
I
look at
don't
the left.
I'm
Look at
bad
the
with
left
money.
number, and that'll tell you whether you're getting not ripped off, but what you're paying for. And I'm that's all stuff, and it drives my wife nuts because she had the opposite experience.
She stands up like, you've been nominated for an Emmy.
I know.
I don't.
I got 84 episodes of Arrested Development here. Just get the olive oil. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's classy as shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's Well,
Any fast food?
oh yeah.
What's your favorite?
I don't really ever have fast food
Sure.
in New York, but when I'm out, I
Yeah, Cookout Man down in Georgia.
I've Cookout Man here.
No,
Yeah.
I mean the place Cookout.
No, I've never even heard of
You
that.
been to Cookout?
No,
Really?
Georgia?
never heard of it.
Might not
Yeah,
be
they're in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in Georgia and North Carolina.
Huh.
What is it? Burgers and stuff?
Burgers and stuff, shakes, a little bit slower fast food. It's fantastic.
Never heard of it.
Wow.
And it's in Atlanta?
It's in Atlanta.
Yeah, and there's a line 24/7. There's a line of cars around the corner.
Where is it?
It's all over the South.
I think they're like chain. I think it's.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
have
remember.
never even heard of it or seen it. Okay.
He's that
I'll check it
classy.
out. But I like In and Out. I like Shake Shack. I like
Okay.
Chick-fil-A. I like
Chick-fil-A is great.
I mean, like Popeyes. I like what else?
There's a Popeyes in Brooklyn. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's like it looks
There's
like
a ton
it's
of Popeyes.
the original one, but this one's like perfect.
Where is it?
I can't remember exactly where it is. It's clean. It's nice.
Came to him in a dream one time.
Well, then I'm not aware of that one. That one has escaped me.
You got to come to the fat guy meetings.
Have you ever ordered anything off QVC or as seen on TV?
No.
No. Okay.
Can you whistle with your fingers?
Oh yeah, I can do a sloppy.
You
yeah,
can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not the good. I mean, both. But I have to put
You gotta
both
put
fingers
both
in. I have
hands
to
and a
get-
foot to get it going.
It's pretty, and then it gets all wet, and I have to. It takes me a little while, but yeah. I've always been jealous of the people who don't use any fingers and just like a loud.
Oh,
A
dude.
screamer. Yeah. Do you have any
Can
answer?
I get a water?
Sure.
Of course.
Thank you.
Do you have any aunts or uncles that you don't call, or anyone in your family that you don't call by their real name? Like an Aunt Cookie or an Uncle Fingers. I guess that's a bad choice, but you know.
I have an Aunt Fingers. Thank you so much. No, I don't.
No?
Let me think
Okay.
here. No.
Hmm.
Do you like the following smells? Asphalt, gasoline, horses, magic marker. Do you enjoy those?
No, yes, no, no, no.
Okay.
What was the last meal you've had delivered?
Thai food. Yeah.
Pretty classy. And when it comes, will you eat it out of the container or will you plate it on a plate from your kitchen?
Always, it infuriates my wife. Not only will I eat it out of the container, I'll eat it out of the container standing over the sink.
Really?
Yeah.
This guy's bonkers, dude.
Yeah.
He's all over the place.
Yeah.
Have you ever been kicked out of a sporting event?
Yes, I have.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote about it. I was, as I intimated earlier, I'm a big baseball fan, and been to hundreds and hundreds of baseball games in my life. And when I started making money, I would we get tickets to playoff games. I was a Braves fan growing up, and then a Red Sox fan, and simultaneously because they're both different leagues, and I went, and I would always take a friend, somebody I knew, like baseball. My sister, in fact, my sister and I were at the game winning when the Braves in '95 won the World Series against Cleveland. It was the last game at that park.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Which I kind of grown up in and watched a lot of Braves games, and we were at that. I took her to that game. It was thrilling, and so I was at, I want to say 96, I believe it was. It was the Braves Yankees, and I was at Turner Field, and maybe it was right before 96 because they turned that into the Olympic. I can't remember, but it was Braves Yankees, and I brought my friend Craig Williams, who's my high school buddy of mine, and we were watching the game, and I can't remember what. Oh, I remember. So a bunch of people left. The Yankees were winning. People in our section, and I'm talking 20 people left.
Mm-hmm.
And these two women in full Yankees, stuff came down, and just like anybody does, you see empty things, we're going to move up.
Sure.
We're going to get better seats. So they came, they sit down, and then the security came to boot them out, and I'm like in the middle, so I'm good. There's like a good 10, 12 seats. I'm like, and I've been drinking, and I'm like, let them stay, whatever. And then I start peppering all in good spirits, not like angry, yelling at them, but like, let them stay. There's nobody's fucking here. And I start peppering that. And then somebody complained, an old Southern guy I'll just skip ahead. I saw him at another game like 2 years later. It was when Atlanta was playing St. Louis, I believe.
Kick the shit out of him?
No, he also, I recognized him, like, you're the guy who had me thrown out. And he's like, we don't need that language here, and all that kind of stuff. And then he gets security, and security comes, and I'm not even aware they're there. And literally, behind me with the two meaty hands on my, like, let's go. I'm like are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
And they kicked me out.
Damn.
They kicked me out of the World Series for swearing.
Jesus.
And I wasn't even swearing at anybody. I was going, hey, you fucking asshole piece of shit. It was none of that.
90s
I was like,
too.
yeah, and I'm like, just let them stay. There's nobody fucking here. Come on.
Yeah.
Who do you care? It's the seventh inning. Who gives a shit?
Jesus.
And I got kicked out of the World Series.
That's crazy.
Let me ask you this. If you were at a baseball game and you were in the outfield and a home run came your way.
Wait, I'm literally in the outfield on the grass?
No.
Wait,
You're playing left field. Can
oh,
you get there?
shit. What happened? Oh, my God. I got to get my glove.
No glove.
Oh, no.
And you're wearing a suit.
What the fuck?
If you were out in the stands in the outfield, a home run came your way. You got the home run. Do you keep that ball or do you give it to a little kid?
Who hit it?
That's not a great answer.
Yeah, it's not.
You got to give it to the little kid.
Oh, fine. In your made-up hypothetical, yes. Not only do I give it to the child, but I take that child and adopt him.
Will you
Now
keep
we're
a
talking.
Judge's home run if you would have caught
boy.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll buy the kid like a bicycle or something. I'll get him
an ice cream.
I'll give him season tickets, but I'm keeping the ball.
I gotcha. That's a tough spot. I know you're a big baseball fan. And so are we. We were at the World Series this year.
The
with
Phillies
with
game,
the Phils.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was all right.
boy, I hated that team.
Got thrown out for
The
cursing.
Phillies?
Oh,
You
Really?
did?
yeah. Well,
Over the Astros?
no, I hate the Astros too.
All right.
I respect both teams. I respect them, but
How'd you hate the Phils this year?
they're a hateable team. I don't think you.
Really?
Yeah, they're not.
Well, that's all we have here today, folks. Thanks for
and
stopping by.
And the fans are kind of douchey too.
You're talking about us right now.
Yeah, and they don't dress well, and they.
I hear the one's bald and the other one's fat as shit. That's just what I heard.
That's
I
all
don't know.
their fans.
Do you buzz the flight attendant when you're on a flight?
You hit
Yeah,
the bell?
I'm if I'm on the window seat and I need something. Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to what? Hey!
Throwing an apple at him?
Hey, lady! Oh, God. Hey, lady! Sorry, so could you tap the person in front of you and have them tap the person in front of them and have them tap the person?
What are you leaving for the hotel cleaning service? If you're there for one night.
One night is $5, anything over that. And I clean up after myself.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was raised to clean up, and I clean up after
Put the
myself.
towels in a pile?
Yeah, I do everything.
Does the laundry.
I don't do. Yes, I don't.
Does a load of whites.
I'm. It's another weird thing. That,
Sure,
I'm
I'm the
just-
same way.
Yeah,
I organize. I don't want to make a. I don't want someone to walk in and be like, "Oh, this guy's an animal."
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
No, it's the proper thing to do
for sure. Anyone in your family ever interviewed on the local news?
I don't.
And not for like winning an award or anything. You know.
Not for winning an award or anything.
Talking
I
about somebody who
don't think
saw a
so.
car accident
Okay.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Do you have any quail eggs in your refrigerator right now?
No.
Any fireworks in your house right now?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
David Cross has fireworks.
Yeah.
Scofflaw.
Man. All right. Magazines in the bathroom?
Ammo. Yeah.
Guns and ammo.
You never know who's coming through the window. You've seen the Bourne movies.
yeah.
You've seen the Bourne movies.
12 gauge next to the toilet.
What kind of air freshener do you have in the car right now? In the Toyota Highlander?
We do not have an air freshener.
We're all dogging it. Okay.
Are you reading a book right now?
I am.
Really?
Yes, I'm reading the Robert Caro book, the biography of Robert Moses, which is a motherfucker. It's
Man,
a monster. It's
jeez.
1,200 pages.
City planner, Robert Moses.
Yeah.
That's pretty classy. When you go to bed at night, do you have a TV in the bedroom?
No,
No TV in the bedroom.
absolutely not.
Do you read before you go to bed?
I mean, not as much as I should. Sometimes I do, but I mean, not that often, really.
But when you go to bed, you're going to bed.
Yeah,
And how many pillows do you use?
just two.
2 behind your head?
Yep,
Sleep on your side or on your back?
side.
Really? Fan on you?
Well, we have a overhead fan if it's hot. Yeah,
You have that going.
yeah.
Hmm.
If it's
If it's required.
Pretty classy. King size bed, I assume?
Dude, let me tell you something. I'd never been with my wife in a king size bed until, well, probably in some hotels or whatever, but we got one when we moved into this, which will be the last place I ever live.
Gotcha.
And that was the intent when we got it and remodeled it and stuff. And we got a king size bed, and fuck, what a difference, man!
It's a game changer.
It's and now when we sleep in a queen size bed, it's like, what are you
Might as
doing
well be
over
a
here?
coffin.
You know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And a king size bed, it's like you're in 2 different zip codes. It's awesome. It's so
and it's
good.
only like a 7-inch or 8-inch difference, but it's like
it's the world.
It's so crazy. It's
Oh, it's
so
the
crazy.
best.
All right, we got to wrap it up here. I got one more for you. When was the last time you drank Mountain Dew?
Oh, I mean, probably in my teens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, do you do any soda?
Not
now?
really. No, I used to drink Coke
Yeah.
nonstop. I mean, just that's all you drank.
Yeah.
And I haven't had soda in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said when he came in that you were going to be garbage, but I'm seeing all class. You ever crash a golf
He's
cart?
been thrown out of a baseball game.
For mild abusive language by an
That's
old
his
man.
side of the story. Who knows what really happened? He's stolen a can of clams and his mom was in on it.
All right, when you put it like that.
He sold greeting cards door to door in a blizzard.
You own any birds?
No.
What was your first concert?
Oh, my first concert was the Kinks with John Mellencamp, not John Cougar Mellencamp yet.
Okay.
John Mellencamp opening up, and
Is this pre Jack and Diane?
must have been, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was the best little scam. I would have been 15, I think.
Here we go.
See?
No. I mean that anybody can do. My friend.
You hear that, kids?
So it was my friend who arranged this whole thing, and we were volunteered to be ushers, and you just have to bring, I think it's whatever, I believe it was like a white shirt and a red vest or a black vest and dark pants. And this is all like planned ahead of time. And my my friend must have heard it from like his older cousin or something like that. And so we went down to the Fox Theater in Atlanta, down in Midtown, and we got there early, and he had our shirt and our vest, and we listened to the fucking 30-minute spiel about what to do, what not to do, and and I remember the guy was like cartoonish, uptight guy with a mustache and Southern guy, and then literally minutes into the concert, ditched everything, put on a T-shirt, which we had brought with us, and then we were just in the crowd, and that was it, and enjoyed the whole show. It was awesome.
He's trash. I mean, come on. I respect the move, but the Kennedys ain't doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, Mr. David Cross. That was fantastic.
I appreciate you coming in.
You got the spring tour coming up. Anything else you want the folks out there to know?
No, spring tour. Go to my website, officialdavidcross.com. That'll have all the cities and dates, and there will be more coming, so you don't have to write me going, "Hey, no Gdansk," and we'll get there. We'll get there.
Playing Kodiak this year.
Got a problem with us? Yeah. Buddy, thank you so much. That was fantastic.
Absolutely, man.
Kippy, what do you got for him?
Guys, we're all over the road. Our third show at the Gramercy Theater. There's still some tickets left, so get those tickets now. We appreciate all the support. Thank you.
We love you, gang, and we'll see you next week. Peace.